Good evening and welcome to the Sports Locker. Now, basketball is booming at grassroots level in Gibraltar, and tonight we find out exactly why. There's a big initiative taking centre stage. Joining me are school and youth development coordinators for GABA, Jason McMahon and Nadine Delgado. Guys, before we move on to the new initiative that's kind of taken over this year, Hoops for Schools, let's start a bit with mini basket, which is a long-standing development program for GABA. Tell us a bit about mini basket and what it entails and how people can get involved.
Well, the first motive of having mini basketball is to introduce the sport for youngsters, and it starts from the age of 2 all the way to 12. That is the spectrum of mini basketball.
Age of 2, baby hoops, I think is fair to refer.
Yeah, 2 to 4.
What does a session for baby hoops look like for 2-year-olds?
You want to answer?
It can involve a lot of different things, you know, from bean bags or cones, crawling through things, you know, passing balls. It's all about fun.
That age group is parent and child.
I suppose that's where we kind of start implementing the ethos of what GABA is all about and the fun that basketball can be, no?
Yes, because our project slogan is basketball is fun, and it's about that. It's more about teaching them values, making friends, having fun. A lot of kids start playing basketball and they are shy. And you give them the ball, you teach them how to bounce, to dribble, and they transform.
And it's quite a relentless schedule, really, that you guys have got going on across multiple different sports halls. I know that Test Sports Hall was unavailable for a bit, but within the schools and the Muga, I mean, anywhere where you can put a couple hoops up, basketball is happening.
Pretty much, yeah. We use St. Anne's, we use Bishop, Dolphins Youth Club, Bayside, everywhere. Muga.
No, we have a full schedule, and it's growing. Now we have almost 400 children at under 12s, so it's pretty popular.
And I think what I find interesting is the team names. Not at that level, it's like Sharks, Gators.
Yeah.
How important is that as well? I mean, to make it fun, the team sport fun with like fun badges, fun kits, make it all exciting like that.
It's in order for them to feel part of a team and have an identity. The coaches that we have are all volunteers, the parents, and they make it really, really enjoyable for them. And the good thing is that every year you don't play for the same team. So every year you have a new coach, you have new teammates. And the friends they have now, those are going to be their friends for the rest of their lives.
How do you see the kids developing from the age of 2 to 12? I mean, at what age do you start noticing a difference?
I guess from under 6 to under 8, you notice the biggest improvements because they come in without being able to dribble or pass or catch, and you can see these skills develop over a series of weeks and months, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned the coaches being, you know, parents and people giving up their free time. How does that shape the children? I mean, in terms of what training they offer and so on.
Well, a lot of the parents that we have, they have some knowledge about basketball because they played before, and now they're giving back to the sports. Now this year we've started a coaching course. All the parents are getting a qualification, so we're moving forward that we are also educating the coaches as well.
Did it feel like a natural progression then? It was a bit of a delicate subject when the junior academy was introduced at the beginning of the season, but did that feel like a natural progression now for the kids to go from mini basket into that? Yes,
it is, because the setup is basically the same. We're increasing the sessions, so more practice, more games. So I think it's a win-win situation for the association moving that way, because the mini basketball is run like an academy, but now it's been expanded to under 18s. Under 18, so it's all in the same development program.
I think easier now, I suppose, to kind of shape and form the players, because you've got an eye from them essentially from 2 years old all the way to 18, so it can have a big positive impact on our players that will eventually represent Gibraltar.
Yeah. It's a much smoother development, so because you start off with the under 6s really, because under 4s is more fun based, and they're all doing the same skills. So by the time they get to the under 12s, then they all have those basic skills that we can then build on in the under 14 and under 16 level. And as you say, with the academy, it's been a very smooth transition from the normal mini basketball to the academy, because what we do is we take them in for a few weeks, we see how they're doing, and then we put them into different teams, so they're more or less equal. So you don't know who's going to win from match to match.
And we've had a couple of the teams playing in the Cádiz League that have made it to the final.
Yep.
Is that kind of, did you see that around the under-12 boys and girls that are maybe more tuned in to what's happening? Like, ooh, the under-14 girls and boys are doing this well. Next year it'll be our turn to play in the Cádiz League.
We have some players from the under-12s now playing in the under-14. Now we've launched our program for next year and includes an under-12 in the Cádiz League.
Wow.
So we have a good like 20, 25 really good players who are going to play, who are eligible to play for the Cádiz League next year.
And a couple of the young players that I'm sure maybe you've trained have been doing really well. A couple names that come to mind are Briella Bagu, Erin Doherty as well, which are only just 13.
Yeah,
That's right.
And I mean, you must have had them just a couple of years ago in mini basket, so it must be a joy for you to see them progress like this.
Yes, they are. The good thing is that at this age group, we are teaching them values and how to come to practice, and then when they leave the mini basketball and another coach for the under-14 gets them, they already have some values on how they need to behave during practice and games. So it works really, really well.
It's a smooth transition.
Yeah,
You're making sure that it's not an intimidating environment for them to step into, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
It was a big jump before from the mini going into the under-12, which used to be part of the league sort of thing.
Yeah.
And now it's a lot easier. And going back to the Cádiz League, it gives them an incentive because they see how the other players are progressing and improving, and then they all want to improve as well. So it's
also I think the benefit of having the academy, then when we draw up teams, we draw up like level. The league is very, very competitive because we share the talent between all the teams. So we don't have a team thrashing other teams by 50 like we had before, and the kids enjoyed more. We did the under-12. We did 3 teams from Gibraltar and 1 team from Los Barrios.
Wow.
And the 3 teams from Gibraltar, the 3 teams were level. Los Barrios were a little bit better, but at the end of the season we were beating them. So it's working really, really well as well.
I think what I've noticed in the Cádiz League is a lot of the teams have taken time to kind of adjust and I think feel comfortable on the court, no? But
yeah.
And I suppose that's a benefit and a disadvantage because when you keep on swapping teams, it's harder to maybe get to know your teammates, but also you're adapting more to the future where you're not always going to be friends or comfortable with everyone you play with as well. So it's a good life skill in general to have, no?
Yeah.
Moving on to Hoops for Schools then, which you bought these 2 beautiful banners here. If anyone wants to scan the code to register, maybe they can scan the code.
This is to register for the mini.
For the mini basket, you want to scan the code to register mini basket?
Basketball is fun is our slogan for our development program. This is mini, and this is the Hoops for Schools.
And who comes up with the team names and the badges? You as well, Jason?
No. We inherited it for a couple of years ago.
See. Hoops for Schools then, initiative that's from FIBA, really.
Yeah, from FIBA.
Tell us a bit about that.
Well, this is a new project from launched like 3 years ago, and now all the associations are picking it up. The FIBA wants to have more involved and a project in schools, and they came up with this very, very good program where you get all kids engaged playing basketball, teaching them a new sport, and it's about integration. With, for example, we've introduced for the first time in any association in Hoops for Schools having the Special Olympics, participating in this as a school. So we did it. We tried it this year, and it's gone really, really well. We have the Special Olympics every Friday, and they're doing this program. The good thing is that they do the activities. When they've mastered it, they do a small video. They upload it into this app, and it gets verified in Switzerland by FIBA.
Sounds very official.
And they get 100 points per video that we upload, and then there's goodies. For example, if you get 1,000 points, you get 10 basketballs. If you get 2,000 points, you get a school bag. 3,000 points, you get a lanyard with a whistle, and you get a board. So
it's a way of incentivizing and gamifying, I suppose, what is already a game of basketball, but it makes it that even a little bit more competitive and interesting for the kids, no, I imagine?
It's competitive with the schools, between the schools in Gibraltar and between the schools and countries.
Worldwide?
Worldwide. It's gone worldwide this year. It's gone not only Europe, it's gone worldwide.
I was going to ask, why do you think FIBA has identified this as a project now to tackle, basketball in schools? Do you think they thought perhaps there was a bit of a gap or a bit of a space there, a bit of a jump? Because I know it's very big in Eastern European countries, but perhaps in other countries not as big as it could be.
I know the fact that FIBA makes money out of international events, and the money that they get, they invest it back into youth development. And the FIBA wants more children, youth, playing basketball. So this is a way that they introduce children into playing sports, basically basketball.
When this initiative is announced, you welcome it with open arms, I imagine. What's your reaction as GABA to this? Yes, sign us up.
Yes, definitely. It's a brilliant initiative because it involves everybody, It's not just for the more able or the more sporty. It's for everybody. It's all inclusive because they're all small games and they're competitive, but it's not an individual task and it can be a team game and they really enjoy it.
One of the things that we have in our youth development program that we're not selective. We don't get to play. You're good. You play basketball. No. Go play tennis. No. We embrace and we get a child who wants to play basketball, regardless of their physical ability. If they have talent, if they don't have, everybody's welcome to play basketball.
Do you encourage the kids that you see stand out in Hoops for Schools to sign up to mini baskets?
They do. They come if they like it, and when we put this on the CISO schools program, they join. They join.
If you give me like a rough number, you've seen much of an increase in mini basket because of Hoops for Schools, yeah?
We'll know in September, but if you're doing well. When you have you start with 100 kids and you finish with like 150.
Yeah.
That is a good sign that you are doing things well and that you're growing.
And Gibraltar, for how small it is currently ranked within this program 4th in the world and 1st within the small countries.
It's 4th in Europe.
4th in Europe, sorry, and 1st within the small countries.
Yep.
Nadine, when you see those statistics, how does it make you feel as a coach? Extremely proud, I imagine, of what you're doing here.
Yeah, definitely, because obviously we're going into the schools and the kids are trying their best. The teachers are getting involved as well, and even the aides as well. They can see them passing the ball and the hula hoops and everything out, and everyone's enjoying it. So it's all a joint effort.
For us, it's rewarding that we school finishes and we see a lot of the children with their school bags.
Yeah.
And they're wearing with pride.
Yeah.
With pride, yeah.
Apart from being ranked, as Gibraltar being ranked 4th and 1st, St. Anne's, the school itself, is also ranked up there in the mix with the best in Europe.
Yeah, just before Christmas, I think that St. Anne's was ranked 1st in the whole of Europe, and 2nd was St. Bernard's. St. Bernard's. And that's a lot of the schools have embraced it, and they like it. The good thing is as well that it's a gimmick for the children to pay attention, to give their best, to try hard, and every single child in the session, we make them think, listen. You work hard and you're making a difference, and they feel part of this program. I want to mention, if you don't mind, that this project this year has been a success, thanks to our sponsor Midea, the Zelec, who they made a big supporting our program in schools, and their philosophy is to do promotion or through education, and they're going to continue working with us, and we appreciate their support in this project.
Well, big shout out to them for
thank you so much,
helping bring basketball to the children and the kids.
Yep.
Does it come with FIBA recognition to be doing so well? Is there like whispers within the FIBA corridors in HQ Gibraltar? What's going on there? What's in the water?
Look at Jason.
Nadine, take it away.
Take it away.
I think
Don't be shy.
Jason is becoming a bit of a celebrity in this world. He's just
He didn't want to
the
say it
shy one. He
himself.
doesn't want to say it.
He didn't want to say it
but it's
himself.
not true. I take it with a pinch of salt because the person who runs the project is Elizabeth Severian. She runs these projects. She tells me, no, you're doing really, really well with the projects. You're the master of branding. And I take it with a pinch of salt because she's my friend. So...
But now from someone who isn't taking it with a pinch of salt, Nadine, tell us the truth. But what is it like to be doing so well? And seriously now, of course, still a celebrity among the corridors, but what is the response from FIBA there in that sense? I mean, do they look at you guys and think you guys are nailing it, or send you an email saying, guys, really well done?
They do. The thing is, FIBA's emphasis in the money they put for the Youth Development Fund, a lot has got to do with the branding. And I think the branding, we've nailed it.
Well,
we take it to heart, yes.
I can see right here.
We take it to heart. And you go on Saturday to watch the Cadets League and you see all this branding.
Yeah.
And they really like it. So they use us as our association as a role model for other federations to follow suit.
And when teams come from outside as well,
Yeah.
they come in and they see, the banners everywhere, the big screens and everything. They love it. You can see the parents saying, "Wow, we don't get this in other places in Spain."
Yeah.
Right?
It's very, very like US. I know you go to a lot of US games there.
Yeah.
Is that perhaps where you get a lot of your...
Yes, it does. The thing is, for the last 2 years, when I make decisions when it comes to mini basketball, I put myself as if I were a child playing mini basketball. And what would I do if this comes up in this situation? And I think about that child. And then the decision is based on that. And it works out really, really well.
I think the child in you is very active still.
Yes, no, the thing is,
Young at heart.
the most important, hardest thing is to keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
And if you do it, you've got a good product. And that is what all of us are trying to do, to have a really good product. Because it's not about winning. It's about the child having good memories that will last them when they go older. When I used to play basketball before, those were the best days of my life. Yeah, that's what we want to hear. In 10 years' time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about making the sessions fun for them and for them to keep coming back again and again. And you see it week in and week out, and they're really excited to come, They come in and they're high-fiving you, and they love it.
Yeah. I think that's the perfect way to end part one there. Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
Time for a short break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with part two, continuing the conversation about junior basketball. Welcome back to the Sports Locker. We're talking mini basket and a new initiative, Hoops for Schools, with Jason and Nadine from the GABA Association. Guys, very importantly, I think you've got a big role model as the ambassador for mini baskets. An American player, Kendrick Perry, who plays for, was one of the best teams in Europe.
Yeah.
What does it mean to have someone like him on board with Gibraltar basketball?
The good thing is that we're having children going to watch Unicaja. And they are becoming their role models and their heroes. And I used to. This year I haven't because I've been really, really busy. But last year I used to go to their Unicaja practice, and I was speaking to Kendrick Perry about being our ambassador, and he said yes, I would love to. So I made a video. And we put the video. You've seen the video,
yeah?
Yeah. And we put in the big screens in the centenary, and he's become our role model. The good thing is that he is a good role model, and children, they follow not only players because they are good, but how they behave. And this guy is a true role model, and it's got the values that we want to instigate to our children. So I think it's important for us to have good role models for our players.
I mean, how many opportunities are available to us because we're quite lucky to be next to Spain, which are big on basketball?
Yeah.
in terms of Europe. I mean, we used to have Real Madrid's head coach run a summer camp here for several years.
Yeah.
Even after winning the Champions League, you would still come back
Yeah.
and run the summer camp here in Gibraltar.
Very important.
How positive is that, to have a neighbour that is so into basketball and opens so many opportunities for us, Nadine?
It's really good because we're having kids being able to play in Spain now, and it's brilliant because it gives them the opportunity to play against different players. Because if you're growing up playing against the same, two teams all the time, then it's not as effective as playing against, the whole of Andalusia, well, Cádiz, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
And also our federation has very good relationship with the Spanish Federation. So,
Which is good to see.
No,
yeah, they came to visit recently.
Yep, thanks to that relationship, we were able to register this year for the Cádiz League.
With a small place like Gibraltar, I imagine it comes with its challenges to running such a successful program. I mean, i.e. other sports, kids want to try other sports. What's it like? Is it more of a disadvantage or an advantage to work with a small group of kids and a small place like Gibraltar?
Well, no, we don't have. I don't consider we have a small.
Well,
group
not
of
a small.
kids.
Compared to bigger countries, what I would mean
No,
to
the
say.
thing is that the good thing about Gibraltar that we are multi-sports. Children, we see children who are, he should play basketball, but he's good at basketball, good at hockey, good at volleyball.
It's often the case.
Yes, it's often. The thing is, we are fishing from the same lake.
Yeah.
So I think it's how we sell our product. I think that's very, 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 very important. We cannot compete against football, but we can compete against football if we offer them something different, and that's what we try to do.
Too many of our players play football as well, or hockey, or other sports. But because everything's so nearby, they get to come, go from one practice to another.
Also, some of the sports we meet, but we know what their schedule is, and we do our schedule around other sports.
Yeah.
Try
to make sure,
so the child can do two sports because he likes basketball and football. They're able to do both sports.
The basketball season is wrapping up now.
Next
a
week,
break
yes.
for you, a break for you guys. Welcome, but I suppose you use it as time to kind of plan and have a busy year ahead.
One of the local season is finishing in the next week or so.
Yeah.
However, we've got some tournaments coming up. So
Basketball never stops because I finish schools next week and mini basketball is finishing, but we have the men's FIBA tournament in Gibraltar around the corner and there's a lot of work to do there. So basketball never stops.
Yeah, we'll just say Gibraltar is hosting a major European competition, FIBA competition in Gibraltar, which is the first time in quite some time that we've held it here.
Yeah.
New floors and interesting
New
scenery as
floor,
well.
new rim, new scoreboard, new everything.
Does that motivate children as well? I mean, when you host, because that happened with the netball, when they hosted a big competition like that, they saw a big boom.
The good idea is that when you do these types of tournaments at halftime, you get children playing small games, and they come and it's nice to see them going to the players and asking for autographs. Also, we are going to have the Special Olympics to watch the games. Also, we're going to do Basketball for Good Foundation activity on the off day, and we are going to have some coaches run a program it's going to be Who's for Schools for them, and we're going to try and get some coaches and some players from the tournament to participate. So
busy and exciting summer ahead.
Yes.
Busy and exciting summer ahead.
Yep.
Well, Nadine, Jason, thank you very much for coming along.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very
having
much.
us.
Thank you to my guests. Thank you at home for watching. Nadine and Jason shaping our future basketball stars. Big waves with this Hoops for Schools initiative. We'll catch you again same time next week on the Spot Soccer.